And he won the Electoral College vote.
This is not the clip. Yeah, that's not the clip.
Was that it? That was the whole thing?
Yeah, 28 seconds of Flynn just saying that he won. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then there's quote after quote. I mean, I don't know. It gets kind of repetitive. It don't get much more traitory than this.
Traitory.
Yeah, I know. It don't get Michael Flynn behind bars, blah, 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 treasonous insurrection, recall General Flynn, call retired officer Michael Flynn back to active duty, court-martial. Yeah, and it's just quote after quote. We get it. They want to...
This article is so long, and it just keeps going into all the...
FBI, please arrest this man. Yada, yada, yada.
Ugh, okay, got it. All right, well, fooled again. I thought there was a clip of Trump, We
will launch a new age.
No, so thank you for bringing it back to that. So no, the point is there is an anonymous source familiar with the matter saying that Trump is telling people he's going to be back in office, which again is just bad reporting. I mean, it pretty much screams, no, this didn't happen. We're just keeping Orange Man bad fever going. Just because, ratings go down when Trump is not in the news. And so we must post something about Trump to keep our funding going.
Yeah. Well, not surprising. I'm going to drop that story that we had here. Let's just wrap it up with the beast system. We have a couple things to address there.
Sounds good.
The beast system. Beast system.
Speaking of the beast system, I need something's going on with my connection with the audio stuff. I am going to do the other one first, Basil, just so you know.
Okay.
This is UPI.com. And the headline here is Cyber Attack Shutters U.S. Australia Meat Processing Plants.
Not the meat.
Yeah. A cyber attack on JBS, the world's largest beef supplier, has shuttered processing facilities in the U.S. and Australia, the company announced Tuesday. The Brazil-based company announced Monday it was hacked a day prior in a ransomware attack. White House Deputy Press Secretary Karen Jean-Pierre told reporters Tuesday that the attack likely came from Russia.
No, of course.
Russians.
Always Russia.
Quote, JBS notified the administration that the ransom demand came from a criminal organization likely based in Russia, she said. Quote, the White House is engaging directly with the Russian government on this matter and delivering the message that responsible states do not harbor ransomware criminals. JBS operates 11 beef processing facilities in Australia and 26 chicken processing facilities in the U.S., NBC News reported. At least one Pilgrim's Pride processing facility in Arcadia, Wisconsin, canceled its night shift Monday due to computer issues. The company said the attack affected some servers related to its North American and Australian IT systems, and that it, quote, took immediate action suspending all affected systems, notifying authorities and activating the company's global network of IT professionals and third-party experts to resolve the situation, end quote. Its backup servers, it said, were not affected, and it was working to restore its system as soon as possible. On Tuesday, the company announced that it had made progress to bring systems back online and that its Mexican and British operations were not affected. Quote, given the progress our IT professionals and plant teams have made in the last 24 hours, the vast majority of our beef, pork, and poultry are prepared foods plants will be operational tomorrow. JBS USA CEO Andre Nogueira said in a statement. The U.S. Department of Agriculture said it has been in contact with other U.S. meat processors to, quote, encourage them to accommodate capacity. It has also told food and agriculture companies in the States to update their IT and supply chain infrastructure so that it can withstand such an attack. The federal department also reported 94,000 cattle were processed Tuesday, a significant drop from the 121,000 a week earlier.
There's so many cattle.
I know, that's crazy. Politicians in Washington said the attack is proof that too much of the industry has been consolidated into too few companies, making them and the U.S. system vulnerable. Quote, it's alarming to see another cyber attack against a crucial supply chain, said Senator Deb Fischer, the Republican from Nebraska. Quote, JBS is taking action to resolve this issue. However, the fact that nearly 20% of U.S. meat processing capacity can go offline due to a single event could be a hit to NE, the cattle market, and consumers. South Dakota's Republican Governor Kristi Noem said the attack was, quote, more proof that we need to diversify beef packaging in this country. Ransomware attacks in which hackers target companies or individuals and threaten to publish or block data unless they're paid a ransom have been a source of concern in the United States in recent months. One such attack on Colonial Pipeline shuttered the oil pipeline's operations for more than a week, leading to a gas shortage in the U.S. Southeast and the company paying $4.4 million in ransom. Following the pipeline attack and several other cyber intrusions during the first few months of the Biden administration, President Joe Biden issued an executive order on May 12th to beef up the nation's cybersecurity. Nice. And it just so happens, we talked about the cyber pandemic at the end of last year as part of the Great Reset. And what did we have? We had all these Fortune 500 companies hacked, their main infrastructure hacked. And then in recent times, part of the Great Reset is energy. We got to fix the energy situation. We're done with oil. Oil is old news. We're moving on to sustainable energy. So what happens? Colonial Pipeline gets hacked. Everything shuts down. Oh, no. And the other one has been, we got to stop eating meat. We need to go to non-animal meat to sustain ourselves. So what gets hacked? Meat packaging. I don't know. I'm just, just connecting some dots. I'm not saying it's just,
It's all coming together.
There it is. Well, I mean, you mix that with the cyberdemic threats that have been coming out.
Cyber pandemic, yeah.
Yeah, for the past year or so. And then also it's Russia, of course, and ransomware, which is paid in Bitcoin, which is why Bitcoin needs to be, banned. And, it's also this ransomware thing where they didn't necessarily hack the computers in the factory that killed the cows. No. They willingly shut it down for, and again, I'm not even saying that's the worst choice to make, but it's not like hackers are taking control of the cow killing machines and sabotaging operations. It's just, it really is sort of a smack dab right in the middle of the web that has been created of incentives, agendas, and the Great Reset.
Yeah. And, I think obviously part of the shutting down the economy and everything else was to expose the frailty of the current, not just economic, but tied to the economic infrastructure is the supply chain of the entire world. And, I hope, this is my hope. I don't think it's going to happen per se, but my hope is that this type of thing encourages more people to, at least show an interest in self-sustainability, not UN sustainability, but, being able to grow your own food and, have some chickens on your property or whatever it is. And, that kind of thing is much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Constructive than trying to find some kind of legislative solution to this. But it just seems a little too convenient that all these hacks are happening. Right smack dab in the middle of the most effective industries to promote agendas such as the Green New Deal, such as the Great Reset, such as Biden's infrastructure plan, so yada, yada, yada. What do you think? This might be a good opportunity to kind of maybe call out some industries. If we talk about put it in the red book.
If you think about, what's the next hack? What sort of industry or leading company could experience another ransomware attack that is also right smack dab in the middle of all the agendas and elite incentives and stuff like that. So we had the utilities and the gas. We had the food thing.
I think they're hitting on all the real big ones right now.
There's a couple I can think of.
Okay.
One would be water. That's an easy one.
Oh, yeah. Water.
Some sort of huge water hack that would show that our water infrastructure is so at risk and Biden needs more trillions of dollars to protect American water interests.
Clean water hack. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a sort of a gimme, I think, but we might as well put that in the books. Dento Bean on Twitch had an interesting call. Let me see if I can actually find it. Maybe I lost it. Who knows? See if I can get the actual thing.
What about something like
oh, there it is. Real quick, Dento Bean says some sort of homeowner infrastructure will be hacked because we can't own anything. That would probably look like a couple of things. It could be some sort of government database system that holds like deeds and stuff like that. What is the actual word for it? I forget. Or some sort of, real estate system or maybe a banking system, like an escrow, something or other. I don't know. Banking hacks are not so new. That one might be a little bit more intense.
The true banking hack would, like a real big one would be.
Yeah, something on like a lender, some lending database or lending service, or maybe like what is Rocket Mortgage? Get your mortgage online. Rocket Mortgage goes down. So you scare people out of buying homes, something like that.
Yeah, I think they're trying to destroy home ownership in other ways, but
that would be a really doing a good job.
Way. I'm thinking commodities,
yeah,
and just like just various items. What about coffee? Is there some kind of a cyber thing that can affect the supply of coffee? It seems like everything that's
but it has to
digital,
fit in. It has to fit in with the Green New Deal or the infrastructure thing. You know what I mean? Like, what's another? Transportation. I mean, it could be like BART. The Bay Area, regional transportation, some sort of train system.
I only say coffee. I only say coffee because imagine if Starbucks can't supply coffee to their millions of customers one day.
Yeah, but what is the statement? It's part of the mind control is the thing. It would be bad if coffee was, there's no supply chain of coffee, but how does that empower AOC or Biden?
Well, it's the breaking up of the monopoly in the country, or in the world, basically.
All right. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm spitballing. I don't know exactly for sure. We're just coming up with some different ideas here. But what else? When it comes to,
didn't Tyson Tyson had that rooster problem. Yeah, that was like its own thing. Their roosters weren't hatching any chickens.
Yeah. Well, I think they're already on top of it. If you look at some of their documentation, I mean, they've pretty much covered, it's still kind of early, I think, because, we've said, like oil and stuff. I know gas prices have gone up and stuff like that, but we haven't had like this crazy, let's just put it this way. We haven't had a sort of toilet paper craze for like meat and chicken and stuff like that yet. I think it's coming for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But, and the other part of it is just, and again, they already did it in Texas and stuff, but just shutting down the electricity.
Right.
Just power grid stuff is just so ripe, especially across the United States, where so much of the infrastructure is just kind of, it was built up without much planning. It was kind of like on the fly building across the country.
You know what else? Sewer. Some sort of massive sewer treatment hack where the sewer treatment facilities have to shut down for a week and nobody can use their toilets.
Oh, no.
Yeah, hit him where it hurts, baby.